Okay, now it says reconnection successful. So what happened? What happened? Another upgrade. Good question. Good question. Are we back? Are we back? God, and I didn't even check my hair during that downtime. I have a sign right there, and I never look at it. I always see my hair in the monitor, and it reminds me about my sign. I never I never see the sign, and it reminds me of my hair. It never works that way. Funny that. All right, so thumbs up. I guess we're okay. I'm back. All right. Well, daggone. You know, I wasn't muted. It wasn't my fault, but I was charming. I was witty. What did I do? It was a good moment. Oh my God. What do we talk about? Hair. I mean, really, I need about 5 different notes up there for various different things. For actually, I need like 100 of these notes, and that's why I'm always covered in cat hair too, and I don't even realize it until I'm halfway through a conversation with somebody at the supermarket where the lights are really bright too, and it's already awkward trying to remember who they are exactly, and then you realize like, oh my god, I left home like this. You just get in that mode. "Oh, I'm just going to go grab something." And for some reason, you're convinced because your task is so insignificant that there's no way you're going to run into anybody or anything. And next thing you realize, you're like, "Gosh, am I in my underwear out here? What's going on?" I don't think they did an upgrade to the internet. I think it was like a routine maintenance. I think once a month or something, they have to take them all apart and blow in them. They actually hire people to come in and do it because it's no, the regular staff couldn't blow in all those things. So they bring people in and they unscrew the screws and pull the thing off, and you can't have any spit when you do that. See, it's a whole thing. No, you can't have spit. You can't be chewing gummy bears. You can't be eating Cheetos on the job. All right. So they did that last night, and apparently they must have missed mine or something, or maybe they got a Cheeto stuck in there. Is what happened, and they're like they had to blow it out tonight. Got my show interrupted. At least we're reconnected. On YouTube, it's still just one, which is nice. Facebook might chop them up into 2 different ones, which would be a nightmare because the OCD in me would want. If YouTube did that, I would have to go in and download them both, paste them together in Final Cut or whatever, and re-upload it just so it's not two a two-parter, as if like I was really epic that night. Oh yeah, well it's in 2 parts. It's freaking American Pie. I do like gummy bears. I don't have nearly the fetish for gummy bears as my jokes imply. I think I said it. I think I had gummy bears one night and I was playing harmonica and I went and a note was clogged up. Oftentimes a harmonica a note will get clogged up or won't sound. And as soon as it didn't, got to the end of the song, I was like, it must have been those gummy bears I ate earlier. And so then it became a running joke. Every time I'd hit a bad note, I'd be like, "Oh, gummy bears," or I'd buy a new harmonica. I'd swear, no, no gummy bears. But really, anything could be the culprit in a clogged harmonica. It could be anything. But I do like the jelly bean gum, the fruity, chewy variety of candy. I definitely love almost anything. I love taffy. I love the fruity chewies. I like a lot of candy. Don't get me wrong. I like chocolate. I always like nuts with my chocolate. Um, for the most part, chewy's always fun. Whatever's chewy. YouTube stopped altogether? No, this can't be happening. Let's go look. Oh, it says live. Oh no, I see me looking at my phone on the thing. It's good. We're back. Refresh, refresh. Rob Tobin says, I had a gummy bear on the dashboard of my rental car for 26,000 miles. Did you get insurance? I hope you got insurance, because that doesn't come out. That thing's going to be riding for 26,000 more. I don't even know if that's true. It probably, these days, they have ways. I think probably just looked the same. It's like that experiment where they left the McDonald's hamburger just sitting out for 10,000 years and it just looked the same as the day they bought it. Rob says it didn't look like a bear anymore. Yeah, imagine not. I do like the little picture, the perfect puddle, I imagine in my head. The perfect red puddle, perfect yellow puddle, blob fish bear. That's a bear I'm not afraid of. I'm not running from that bear, I'll tell you that much. Oh man, I just left. Walt whatchamacallit probably is a pretty terrible name, huh? Back into the wishing well. We'll figure you out, buddy, don't worry. Walt whatchamacallit. He's Mr. Know-It-All. I know he's supposed to be Mr. Know-It-All, but Mr. Know-It-All wouldn't do breaking news. He's too smart for that. Mr. Know-It-All is not about to do some silly-ass breaking news. You call him, he's the expert you bring in on the news. He'll tell you. This vape is called a Juul, and it seems to be the only one they're selling in these parts. The cartridges are $5 each. It's a little steep, and but it's pretty much all they're selling around here anymore. And I've been enjoying it. The first thing I found was blue, and I gotten a little bit used to that. But that thing is discontinued as far as I can tell. It's nowhere. I bought every store out, and then they haven't been restocked, and I don't get the vibe that it's gonna anytime soon. So I was like, well, I guess I should check out this Juul thing. And at first, because I was used to the blue, I didn't like it that much. But now that I've gotten used to it, I like it quite a bit. Maybe I prefer it to the blue. I would safely say at this point. Oh, God, that felt good. Yeah, I'm a pretty deep smoker. Been smoking my whole life, but I've been good on actual tobacco. Every now and again, I roll one from this bulk purchase I made during lockdown, some tobacco. But it's not necessarily more satisfying than this, and it's not the American spirit that I love so much. American spirit. Ooh, I should just put all quitters through hell right now. When I was a kid, people smoked everywhere. There was like an ashtray on the shopping cart at the grocery store. You would smoke like a fish, which is a funny thing to say because fish can't possibly smoke. They've tried. It kept going out. Damn it! Got another match. What do you need? God, I know we're out of matches now. Oh shit! All right. We used to smoke in the waiting rooms of hospitals like fish. Just chain smoke because you're nervous somebody's hurt. You're just smoking them like there's not enough. Get me some cigarettes. There's a machine right there. Don't worry. We got you. We got you covered. People used to smoke on airplanes. And here's something that I find fascinating. Now, stick with me on this. I know there's somebody out there who's probably heard me say this before, but I'm still working it out a little bit, how to say it. But All right, people used to smoke on airplanes. Now, the fascinating thing is that most people, a majority of people back then, when people smoked everywhere, it was everywhere you went. There were ashtrays. You could be waiting in line at the bank, at your office. Everybody smoked everywhere. Airplanes, it didn't matter. Now, believe it or not, most people, a majority of the people, hardly noticed. It's almost impossible to believe at the moment, but they really just were going about their day and didn't really pay it much mind. There, there was a very small silent, and I'm sure that was a very painful time for them. But for the most part, it was sort of an oblivion. People were a little oblivious to it. They weren't. It wasn't in their mind. Now, if one person, as a smoker, if one person lit up a cigarette on an airplane, you'd be like, holy moly, this is a confined space. I mean, they do have good air purification systems these days, but you know what I'm saying. They didn't back then. But nobody, now, a lot of people were like, probably doubting me. They're like, no, we just don't know all the people that was miserable for it. No, that's the thing I'm saying. That's the thing you have to understand. People didn't notice. They were oblivious to it. They're do. Hey, smoker, what's up? No, I don't smoke. Oh, how about the blah blah blah? They're just doing what. Now, if you need a modern day illustration of the same phenomenon, go to anywhere. Go to any downtown area you are. And see if you can stand on the street and just have a non-distracted conversation amidst gas-burning cars. Hundreds of them, thousands of them, in between the walls of city buildings, thousands of cars burning. In 100 years, if you were standing in that same spot and a single gas-burning car passed by, you would all run inside for cover. If it was putting out smoke in 100 years, you'll be like, oh my God. And someone will be like, all cars used to do that. I guarantee you, in 100, maybe less than that. Just depends on what you're used to. And every single one of us can have a completely non-distracted conversation sitting in the midst of New York City traffic and talk about the Mets. We can just be right there. Oh man, yeah, I saw that. It was I couldn't believe it. What a great catch. Wow. Thousands of cars putting out that exhaust. Mm-hmm. One car just revving 50 years from now. Everybody will run inside. The authorities will be alerted immediately. Brian says, also remember ashtrays in the shopping malls everywhere, really. We're a similar generation. It's crazy to think back. It's so true. It's so funny. Everywhere. The ashtrays on the shopping carts at grocery stores still cracks me up. It's amazing. But no one really, I mean, you look back at any office, I think surgeons used to smoke while they operated. Thank you, Peter. I was thinking, I was getting a little concerned there that no one was with me and no one was following my yarn. No one was, felt like all my breadcrumbs had been eaten by rats or something. But there's Peter to catch up and precisely state that what I'm saying is today everyone drives like a fish. You could have saved me all that time just by saying that 5 minutes ago. Oh, the smoking courtyard, the smoking section in high school. That's where I learned how to do the spot. That's probably the original place I realized how cool it was just to have this little spot where you could do anything. I still like the smoking section. If I go to a bar or if I go anywhere where there's a smoking section, I will probably wind up in it and it's going to be hard to leave. And even if I don't smoke, that's where you're going to find me. Because you know what? The other place, back at the other place where I was before, you can't smoke. Now, I'm not saying you want smoke, but there's a rule. There's this rule. Oh, you can't. just that idea alone, I'm now in a space with this rule is enough to make me want to. Where's the no rules place? Oh, out there behind the back door. Okay, well, I'm going to go where there's no rules, and look who I find there. All of a sudden, we're laughing, telling stories, communicating our asses off, and getting one with nature. Even after I quit smoking, that's where you'll find me. Exactly. Brian says, I've always met the coolest people in the smoking spots. That's an age-old truth. Never going to get rid of that. I wonder what that will be when there's no smokers left. Well, let's not lament that now. It is not on us to lament our future losses in the present tense. When's the last time you spent more than 20 minutes indoors at a party? Ooh, good question. Long, long time ago, I can still remember how the music used to make me smile. And I knew if I had my chance, I could make those people dance, and maybe they'd be happy for a while. But February made me shiver. Pandemic! With every paper I delivered. Pandemic! Bad news on the doorstep. I couldn't take one more step. I can't remember if I cried when I read about his widowed bride. But something touched me deep inside the day the music died. And we was everybody, bye, bye, Miss American Pie. Drove my Chevy to the levee and the levee was dry. Good old boys were drinking whiskey and rye, singing, this'll be the day that I die. This'll be the day that I die. But really, I think the last time I spent 20 minutes indoors at a party was 20 minutes ago. Oh, God. Let me try that again. You know, that's the thing. In comedy, timing's everything. Come on, that was good. That was good. All right, Aaron, I hear you. He's just rambling away. Where do you... Get back here. Well, I reckon it's time for a leaving song. You know, I was going to keep updating you on the ongoings of the rabbit hole we went down Tuesday night. But talking with friends tonight, I think I got a possible really good podcast on my hands. I don't know. I've always wondered about a podcast, but this would be a pretty amazing podcast. The layers of this onion cake are unbelievable. It's such a good metaphor for so much that's going on in the world today, and it's just it's got everything, and everybody's shady from every angle. There's a lot of shade going on, and you know, hope. There's hope somewhere in the story. I've seen the hope with my own eyes. Oh, that's not what you meant? It was a good read of it, though, right? I just realized I'm watching on YouTube on my phone. I don't need to be doing that. Onion Cake, that is a great title for a podcast. Not Diggs. Welcome to the board of directors. Take a seat. Yeah. Onion Cake. Holy moly. Lila, good to see you. play it on guitar. I wonder which will come first, Chicken Little or World War III. I wonder about a lot of things, but not so much what's gonna happen to me. Sure would like to see the change I ain't ever gonna be. Some say it's the end, but all I see is wishful thinking. Wishful thinking. Ukraine's kicking its windows, those little girls are gone. Around here we're quickly losing the West we once had won. And everybody knows it, even those that deny. But you know the truth, you believe a lie. Wishful thinking. Wishful thinking. Well, all I know is all I've seen, and love will end the day. But between me and you, between now and then, it's not all gonna be okay. But let's not tell the children it's not their burden yet. Let them dream their silly dreams, lest we all forget. Wishful thinking. Wishful thinking. Wishful thinking. Wishful thinking. That was fun. Was that the leaving song? It felt like it could have been the leaving song, but then again, it's been such a good night. Oh yeah, we're almost hour and a half. Supposed to be an hour-long show. I keep going over. Sorry, Elliot. Sam, sorry about that. Yep. Oh well, they're cool. They're in a good mood too. Everybody's pretty relaxed. Got a little nervous there. It's so good to see everybody. Thanks for tuning in to the show. I'm pretty sure tomorrow night Lex is coming over for a little bit earlier show than usual, 11:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Lex and I take shape of the whole other electronic duo versions of my songs with my partner in crime, Lex Park, on the bass guitar and drum samples. He does all the drum loops and stuff, and he's a master. He's a maestro, and we never know what we're going to do or where we're going to go. I think we have a tie-dye theme tomorrow night. If people want to wear a tie-dye and dance in the disco, or just put the disco on a shot of a tie-dye. I don't know what we're going to do with a tie-dye theme. I don't know. Cosmic Magpie, are you still out there? Are you guys going to be doing some actual live tie-dyeing tomorrow night, maybe? I don't know. Who knows? We'll find out the answer to this and many more mysteries tomorrow night, 11:30, Friday night. Get right. The whole other. Yeah. All right, what should the leaving song really be? We've got to clear that list. We've got to clear this list of songs here in the Discord.
Hey, I just want to tell you to be ready for the Friday Night Get Right. It's coming up next Friday. It's going to be awesome. You should tune in on the channel the hippie fiasco. Yep, television on the YouTube. And you tune in Friday night.
Oh,
for
I just
Friday Night
realized.
Good Right, okay? Hey, wait, where you going?
Where are you going? Get back here. Friday night, get right, 11:30. I just realized Banducci's live painting going on in the disco right now. I love to see that. Absolutely. That's going to make me play a little bit more, just realizing that. You got me. Oh, who is this? Play a little game.
Hippie fiasco.
Hey, you guys, man, I can't wait for this Friday, the Friday night Get Right. And I'm just so excited. Just so excited. So excited.
Cosmic. Magma. Tie-dye. Is this somebody we know, Mark? I wonder. Live painting happening right now in the disco on our Discord server. Disco's always open. Y'all can just hang out in there when I'm not on the air. But when I am on the air, if you're hanging out in there, I'll probably put you on the show. That's how it works. If you don't want to be on the show and I'm live, you probably want to hang out in one of the other rooms. Oh, wow, look at that. Aw, are you going to put Aaron in there too? You can probably see from the outline. Oh, she's taking shape right before our eyes. I see. Yep, I see now. It was so faint I couldn't tell. Oh my goodness. All right, Aaron, what song do you want to hear while you watch yourself get birthed? You got it. I think I know which one you're talking about. On the new record, you got this? Here's hoping they can reach us, you know, life's finest teachers, the ones to show us how to do what must be done. And I don't mean abstractly, I mean matter-of-factly, the nuts and bolts of flying to the sun. But who can show us where to look, how will we know what must be done? I know it's written in 1,000,000 books, but we can't read every one. Some say God has a plan for every woman, child, and man. Of all the things to think that must be true. And I don't mean abstractly, I mean matter-of-factly. I can't play piano, can you? But who can show us what it meant when first a string tied to a bow? How do we find our instruments? Who knows? 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 I know it's a sort of prayer to get up and go out there, to know your feet can find a sacred path. And I don't mean abstractly, I mean matter-of-factly. Once you're on it, you ain't ever looking back. I have no idea how it works from where we get our gifts, but each of us, I am sure, is something nobody else is. You got this. You got this. Got this. You 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 got this. It's such a good leaving song. I just don't want to say goodbye, but it's just so good to just be like, be silly, be honest, always trust your cape. See you tomorrow night, I hope. Here's your poem. Just so smooth, just like that, and we're out. Thank you for all you do, Aaron. Thank you so much. You got this. They are so lucky to have you, and I know you're lucky to have them, and it's going to be magic. Wow. Thank you all for watching. Oh, you know what we have not done yet? Thank goodness I just remembered. Go Brain. Go Brain. What did we forget? Somebody tell me what we forgot. Exceeded expectations. Good on you, tech support. Good on you. Well done. Well, you did it right. We haven't heard the song that follows the hummingbird. Willie's the border collie. The song about the border collie. Is Not Dig still with us? Did I say that right? All right, where was that? It was definitely archive.org. Just gotta remember how I found it. I'm on my way. I'm off and running. Oh, nice. Yep. All right, here we go. All right, Willie T. Taylor. I believe I was searching for Hummingbird, for Willie's song Hummingbird when I went looking for this. Ooh, that didn't bring it. That didn't bring it. We'll just try Willie T. Taylor. This is it. Weber's Deck. All right, Mark. I'm going to let you hold this down while we listen to Willie. I'll go to it was this one. Yep, Clarabella. I got it. Here we go.
I'm going to do one more for you, and then I'll be back later, I hope. one's about a border collie named Clarabelle. Sometimes you hear people say, hey, I found this cool dog. But in this particular case, this dog found me. I was just a wild stray. Took me in.
Willie T.
Gave me a
Taylor.
bath, fed me tuna. Various canned meats. I know what it's like in a lonely home. Days are fast and nights are long. I fall asleep with the lights on. Dreams of love, they fight the dawn. And you, only you know where to find me. There are lots of trips into town. There are lots of booze I try to drown. I got friends that keep me up from down, but no one to put my arms around. And you, only you knew where to find me. And I try to read to fall asleep. I guess that's why I always drink, just so I don't have to think about my dirty dishes in the sink. And you, only you knew where to find me. It was you, only you knew where to find me. Thank you, friends. Here comes Tommy V, eh? It's good to see you all again. Usually I'm not up by now, but it's good. It's good to shake up the life a little bit. See you in a few minutes. There's some grain belts up here if you guys need some.
One more big hand for Willie T, everybody.
Yay, Willie T! Woo-hoo! All right, thanks again for watching. See you tomorrow night. Here's your poem.
A cold coming we had of it, just the worst time of the year for a journey, and such a long journey. The ways deep and the weather sharp, the very dead of winter. And the camels, galled, sore-footed, refractory, lying down in the melting snow. Now at times we regretted the summer palaces on slopes, the terraces, and the silken girls bringing sherbet. Then the camel men cursing and grumbling, and running away and wanting their liquor and women, and the night fires going out, and the lack of shelters, and the cities hostile, and the towns unfriendly, and the villages dirty and charging high prices. A hard time we had of it. At the end we preferred to travel all night, sleeping in snatches, with the voices singing in our ears saying that this was all folly. Then at dawn we came down to a temperate valley, wet below the snow line, smelling of vegetation, with a running stream and a watermill beating the darkness. and 3 trees on the low sky, and an old white horse galloped away in the meadow. Then we came to a tavern with vine leaves over the lintel, 6 hands at an open door dicing for pieces of silver, and feet kicking the empty wineskins. But there was no information, and so we continued and arrived at evening, not a moment too soon, finding the place. It was, you may say, satisfactory. All this was a long time ago. I remember, and I would do it again, but set down this, where we led all that way for birth or death. There was a birth, certainly. We had evidence and no doubt. I had seen birth and death, but had thought they were different. This birth was hard and bitter agony for us, like death, our death. We returned to our places, these kingdoms, but no longer at ease here in the old dispensation, with an alien people clutching their gods. I should be glad of another death.